way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.
Welcome back, everyone, to It's a Grim Life, the daily vlog of the Grim Life Collective. Now today I came across something that caught my eye and I had to do a daily vlog on. I had to show you guys what I found. And it is something that is not grim. It is something that's not horrifying or horrible in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it is absolutely beautiful, yet out of place in a neighborhood where houses are normal, where houses are current and everyday and people live in them. But right across the street from there is this 18th century Scottish cottage. Now this 18th century Scottish cottage, you have to ask yourself, why is it here in Ormwood Park? What is this place? That's what I asked. And after doing a little bit of research, I found out that it is the clubhouse for the Burns Club. Now the Burns Club is a secret society of sorts here in Atlanta that consists of a maximum of 100 men, no more, no women, but they all are fans of the poet, the Scottish bard, the lyricist, people who write songs, songwriters, Robert Burns. Now, if you don't know who Robert Burns is, Robert Burns was one of the most well-known Scottish poets who wrote about romance and patriotism. And his most popular piece of work is a song that we all sing every year at midnight on December 31st, and it's called Auld Lang Syne. Don't know the words because I'm one of those people that lip syncs the song. I am usually embarrassed by my voice, which is surprising that I do these daily vlogs, but you know it, I know it, and Robert Burns is the man who wrote it, and the people who belong to this club, the secret society here in Atlanta, they love his work. Every month, every year, they get together and they read his work, they sing his songs, they commemorate him, they remember him, and it is pretty neat. This is in our own backyard, and like I said, it's something that is not grim. It won't show up on the Grim Life Collective, but it will show up here on the daily vlog because this is a place where I can show you guys what I find interesting throughout my day. Now let's go take a look. Now the Burns Club is an exact replica of Robert Burns's birthplace in Alloway, Scotland. In fact, it actually sits, this cottage now sits on Alloway Street here in Atlanta. The members of the club back in the day when it very first started, they bought all this land for the sole purpose that they can meet and they can do what they do. And over time, they eventually built this cottage, and they laid the cornerstone in 1910, but it wasn't completed until 1911, and that is what you see today. There's a plaque here that says, "To Robert Burns, immortal Scottish bard, ardent Freemason." Now, I don't know anything about Freemason, so I don't know if he was a Freemason, but there is a Freemason symbol on the very top of the plaque here. Now, I'm not going to read you this whole bit that's on this plaque because that would just be too long, and who wants to sit here listening to me read a book, so to speak, a plaque book. You can go online, look it up on Wikipedia, look it up on the website, the Burns Club Atlanta.com. But for now, we're just trying to get a closer look at the house. This is the main door. Robert Burns Cottage, built in 1910, like I said, has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of the Interior. Yes, so this home, this replica of a Scottish cottage, is a national landmark here in Atlanta. Did you know that? I did not know that until I just read that. Let's take a look inside. Ooh. Really can't see in there. There's a little guest book. There's a guest book of sorts. Not really much to see in that window. Not like we can get in there. let's take a walk around the building here. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna take a step back, because from this end, the building, the actual shape of the building, from that end down there, from the corner to this little corner that's right here by this door to the tip, it's kind of in the shape of a coffin. Oh, that's kind of grim. Sure, see, I can find something grim in anything. It's a coffin. It's a coffin building. No, there's only 3 rooms in there. There's 3 rooms inside the Burns Club cottage, and 3 big rooms, and the max amount of people that it can hold is 100. No more than 100. That's the limit that they put on their club membership. On the back, it looks like something new, like a new annex. A gigantic bust in the window of Robert Burns himself, it looks like. I'm guessing who else would it be, but I don't know if you can see that. Interesting indeed. So yeah, this definitely is Burns. Mr. Burns. It's like The Simpsons, Mr. Burns. A beautiful like meeting spot back here. Trees. Here it says, replica of the birthplace of Robert Burns, nature's bard. Here lived the gentle peasant prince, the loving cotter king, compared with whom the greatest lord is but a titled thing. Kind of makes you really want to read some poetry. And on this corner, here's the original Cornerstone. Cornerstone rededicated the Grand Lodge of Georgia. So it was a rededication, but here, November 5th, 1910. So whenever this was first laid. Now, if you don't know what a cornerstone is the beginning of building. I don't know if they do that anymore, if they lay cornerstones, but this was the first stone laid in the building of the Burns Lodge on November 5th, 1910. Absolutely beautiful. I love history just as much as I love grim things, as much as I love murder and movie locations and spooky things. I'm really horrible for reading plaques, so keep it short. Keep it short, really short. I don't like to go through museums and read. I want to see things. So I can do an hour museum in 20 minutes flat, because I don't want to sit there and read it. I want to see it. You know, give me a short description, show me the thing, and say, okay, here's the next thing. Don't give me a paragraph or a book to read, because I won't do it. I'll just walk right past it. I see something that has a whole bunch of stuff written, and I ignore it. I move on to something that, maybe it's a guy thing. Is that a guy thing? If it is, then I'm glad I'm not alone, because up until now, and I never thought about it, I thought it was just me. So like I said, just keep it short, keep it simple, and I will visit your museum. Till tomorrow, have a good day.
They call me a calamity man, but I'm trying as hard as I can to keep the bad luck away from me. I'm doomed to win the night, filled with misery.